Alright guys, we just caught 8 pigs in the trap. It's 12:25 and we gotta get ready to take care of them. Hannah's getting ready. My best friend's outside waiting on us. We had 10 total, but it looked like two juvenile boars in there that at one time I had 9 in there, but the one boar was too close to the trap, and then the big sow ran him out of there. So I went ahead and just concentrated on the sounder. I've always told you, sounder is more important than a boar. So anyways, this will be the first time Hannah gets to use the red dot, and so we're gonna go over that real quick. Everything. Alright. So remember, when they're decided for them to be at the other end of the trap, you can go straight. If they're halfway, go about an inch. So say this is where you were aiming, go like about an inch above whatever. An inch on them, not an inch in your mind. Other than that, you could look right through there and take care of it. Alright. Alright guys, so we're gonna go do this real quick, get some pictures. We still got work and school tomorrow.
My outfit.
Yep, she's looking good.
Oh yeah.
It's country living. Alright, we're gonna go down there and do this real quick. All right, guys, we just finished. We ended up having 2 boars and 6 sows. This one here, big old sow, she's close to 200 pounds. That's the next biggest one, but 2 small boars. Now there was 2 a little bigger than Schultz. They're probably close to about 80 pounds to 100 pounds that this big sow wouldn't let come in. I had one of them in there for just a minute. That would have made 9 total. But about time I was ready to drop the gate, she run him off, and I didn't want to take a chance of losing the sounder. The sounder stayed together. The other 2, they were kind of hanging way behind, like they'd been kicked out of the house. But anyways, it's about 1 in the morning. We all got school and work tomorrow, and we're gonna go take care of these pigs real quick. Yes, this is another hog catching video. We're getting close to hunting season, getting a lot of phone calls of trying to get some help. So I want to talk to you about this last catch that we just did. It was at night. They seem to be more nocturnal than anything. But see, right here is the camper, and well, I can hear get out of that. Alright, so she was drinking some nasty water. Bad doggy. You're a bad doggy. Yes, you are. You know you weren't supposed to be doing that. Don't tell me nothing. Alright. Let's see where was that. So on this last trapping video that you're just watching, I wanted to show you how close this was to where we are. So right here's the camper. There's my best friend's house. Yes, we're still living here. Probably gonna be here for a while. Anyways, right out there, and I'm gonna say that's probably 125 yards is where we set up the trap. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here, and I'll show you where we had the corn pile and everything. But that's just how close we were. All right, you can see the camper in the background. This is where the trap was, and I'm gonna turn this around. You can see we still got corn here, but you'll be able to see the imprint of the trap and where everything was. So you still see the corn and the imprint of the trap. And then also you'll recognize the trees, well, at nighttime. So anyways, we caught the sounder, and I waited and waited on 2 juvenile boars, but there was a very large sow that would not let them juvenile boars out. One time I could have caught one of the juvenile boars in there, but I was trying to get all of them at one time. So, as I've always stated, it's more important to get the sounder than it is the boars. The boars, they'll roam, sometimes they'll come. So I've had to move the trap, and I really wanted to show you guys where it was at when we were tearing it down versus, I wanted to close the video out while it was here, but I got a call from a friend that is having bad hog problem, and it's working right now. It's on their property at their deer lease, just all in their corn feeders, and they're not seeing any deer, and we're having that problem everywhere. And so that's the problem here in Louisiana. Well, pretty much anywhere there's hogs and deer hunters. Oh, I gotta get a haircut today. I'm the barber. We got so many hogs, and some people probably don't like to hunt, but we like venison. We like to eat it. It's very lean, it's clean, and my family, me, my wife, and my daughter, we probably eat about, I want to say 2 decent sized deer a year. My daughter just loves backstrap, fried backstrap, mashed potatoes. Well, she don't really care about the mashed potatoes and gravy. She'll eat mashed potatoes, but I love it with white gravy, the best. And my wife is finally does such a good job of making that meal, and it doesn't stay around long for leftovers. So anyways, we're kind of neglecting our lease for the hogs because I'm getting so many phone calls everywhere else to get some trapping done, and I'm about that close to starting to charge people beyond the ranchers and the farmers, and people that just can't afford it. We enjoy doing this. This is really fun for us. We're doing a good service. We're really minimizing, well, we're not minimizing, we're barely putting a dent in them. They estimate over 750,000 wild feral pigs just in Louisiana, which does about 74 million, and it may be billion. I need to recheck that. 74 million or billion, and I'm gonna put that down here, what the number exactly was. I think it was $74 million in damage, agricultural, residential, just property damage itself. So we've got I don't know how big this sounder is where we're working at right now. He's got all his feeders shut down. The hogs have been going from feeder to feeder, checking them to see if they can get into them. They were outside my trap today, but never approached it, so I don't know if they don't realize we have corn sitting there waiting on them, and that's just the conditioning phase. And my thing's going off now, so it may possibly be a hog. I'll have to check, but that's the conditioning phase. You've seen it set up without all the panels and letting the hogs come in and leave. Try to always have a lot of corn on the ground for them when they leave. That way they know they left corn and they're coming back. Once you've done that 2 or 3 times, they really say 3 times, and I like to do at least 3, but sometimes I don't have the opportunity. Like on this one here, once we get them coming in twice, we're going to go ahead and set up the rest of the panels. We should have a good head count, a real close head count of the sounder size, and he's thinking it's probably 20 to 24 plus total pigs in this one sounder. I think it's like 4 big sows, and then the rest are small juveniles. So I'm checking my camera to see what all that notification was, and it's coons. Little boogers. I sure wish they were pigs.
So what it does is it's a live camera, and as it's motion detected. So anytime there's a something moving in there, like now, it sends me a notification via text. And so I'll just show you guys. That little guy sitting right there. And boy, he's just having a heyday on that corn. But hopefully it won't be too long. We'll get those pigs coming in there, get them conditioned, and then we'll take care of those for him. Now this property, I think it's about 160 acres. I just wanted to show y'all how close we were to this last catch, which was basically in the front yard. I'm literally laying in the bed when the notification goes off, and it was a school night and work night, and my daughter she told me she was gonna cut me if I didn't wake her up this time, because the last boar I went and killed by myself and took care of it, she was mad. But she really likes trapping animals, the nuisance animals. Don't get me wrong, we're just not a bunch of poachers or what have you, just go to kill things. Now this was too late to give any of these hogs away, but I've got 5 people right now waiting on this next batch. If the hogs look good, if they're filled out and they're not, you know, their hips aren't sunken in, and if they're just filled out like an animal that's been fed out for harvest. So we got 5 people waiting on this group to be caught, and what they'll do is they'll meet me out there, and we'll do a fresh it'll be a fresh harvest. We'll bleed them out, and then they'll load them up and take them home and process them. So that's what we like to do. We like to give all the meat away as much as we possibly can, but we've just got so many pigs down here. It's crazy. So anyways, yeah, I was in bed and the notifications were going off, and I literally started recording it just to get some action. Everybody likes to see the panels drop and hogs go crazy. That's, I guess, the highlight of the videos. But I could literally hear it go off. Now my buddy has a cell camera down there on the outside of the trap, and he was getting notifications about the time. Now he can't necessarily see everything that I'm seeing, because I'm seeing mine live and his is pictures, and it's being sent to his phone. So once I finished my recording and got some recording out of it, I texted him, and we decided to go ahead and get those taken care of, which was about it was about 12:30 at night. I really can't remember, but it was like on a Tuesday night, and we were all tired the next day. But he was so happy to have these gone. Now the 2 juvenile boars only came back one time. At least one of them did. The other one we hadn't seen. He may be trap shy, and what that means is he's probably been caught before, or real close to being caught. Had a bad experience with a trap. Well, these, man, it was no time. They went in there, and he's been catching hogs, but his trap is the old style that we all grew up using, which was a root stick corral type panel. But anyways, guys, that was all for this video. I was trying to get this closed out, and I'm fixing to go cut this mop off my hair. It's starting to show my age, and we are trying to get to our deer lease, get some of the hogs cleaned up, because I fixed up a new stand that I wasn't. If you watched any of my videos of doing some deer lease work last year, we couldn't get to my primary hunting area. Well, this year it was dry enough we could get in there, and we cleaned it up, and we moved everything down, and we ended up putting in a food plot and cutting some more shooting lanes. And I'm excited. I've drug a box stand over here that I've had out in the front yard for 7 years. We're gonna skin it out, get it out there. I've asked my daughter, I said, we gonna hunt this year? She said, oh yeah, I'm going this year. I want to get me a wall hanger. So I've got to find me a camera that can do some zooming. I use a GoPro for all this. and hopefully we'll be able to get some good footage for you guys that like to hunt. And homesteading stuff, still working on plans. We're not nowhere close to be able to show you guys. It's just the floor plan. We did our first markup. It's went back to the draftsman, and we're waiting on him. We're sending him pictures of things that we like of houses. It's going to be another country style house with an Acadian roof, but on the back, instead of just a 10-foot porch, it's going to actually have a long outdoor patio attached, probably a 25 by 25, 30 by 30, a real big entertainment area that we like to be out on the back porch. We spend a lot of time outside. But once we get closer and I can put enough footage together for an update on the homestead, I'll do that, because this is a homestead channel. Probably should have used a different name, you know, Holly Ridge Outdoors or something like that, because we spend so much time outside. You know, we don't do everything that homestead channels do, but we live the country life, and we're way out here. But anyways, guys, I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that's got me this far and sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and if you don't want notifications, there's a spot there that says, you know, turn off notifications, and you can still subscribe that way, or leave the notification on, and you'll see when new videos come out. But help me get to 1,000, almost there, and we couldn't do it without you. So we appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.